I'm my 3-year-old brother's dad. Aitusetima was raped by a friend's older, 20 at the time, sister when I was 15. At first I thought it was cool that an older girl would flirt with me and get touchy, but then it went too far and I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't want it. I tried to stop it, but apparently she doesn't take rejection well. She said she would tell her dad and brother that I was sexually harassing her, and I was afraid of losing my friend or her dad coming after me or something. So I let it happen. She didn't use a condom. I didn't suggest it. I wasn't even thinking about it because I was just scared TBH. IDK if she would have listened if I said anything anyway. But she ended up pregnant. When I found out I was afraid, she would just tell everyone that I forced myself on her because that's what her original threat was. And obviously you can't really hide a pregnancy, so I thought she'd have an excuse like that. I couldn't even keep it a secret for a day because I was so terrified. I broke down in my mom's arms and told her all of it. I was afraid she wouldn't believe me, because what teenage guy wouldn't want to fuck an older woman? I never told anyone because I knew that's what they say. Thankfully my mom believed me and she said she talked to my dad for me. That part was even scarier, but at least I didn't have to tell him myself. He was pissed but not at me. He believed me too. I got really lucky. His sister told everyone that we had sex, didn't admit to raping me, and didn't claim I raped her, thank God. But I told my friend the truth, partially because I just couldn't hide something that painful from him when it involved his family, and partially because I was afraid he'd be mad at me for fucking his sister, so I wanted him to know what really happened. My parents and their parents had a talk, and apparently it ended up being a big fight. My parents wanted to press charges against her for raping me. Her parents didn't believe she did, but hello? Even if it was consensual, I was 15, so legally it wouldn't be. I was afraid of filing a report, but I did it anyway. The whole experience was terrifying. She didn't get convicted until a year later. She got 4 years. The baby was born before then, obviously, and she already wanted nothing to do with him. My parents said it was up to me whether I wanted to keep him or give up for adoption. They said I was already forced into enough and this would be my decision. I still can't explain why, but I wanted to keep him. Why would I want to keep a baby conceived during my rape? IDK, but I did. I think she took enough from me, and I didn't want to lose him too, just because his mother was horrible. I chose to see my son as a blessing, the only good thing to come out of something so terrible. But I knew I wasn't ready to be a dad. I love my son, but I didn't think I was enough for him. I knew I'd have my parents to help, but it was scary to think of a whole human life as my responsibility. My name still went on the birth certificate because I couldn't get myself to renounce him as my son completely. But my parents and I agreed that they would raise him as their son, my brother, until I want to tell him the truth. Now he's 3 years old. Nobody knows he's my son except my family and my rapist's family. I'm still friends with her brother. He's my son's uncle and he wants to be in his life. He loves him almost as much as I do. I might be in love with him, but that's irrelevant. Nobody else knows, because I didn't want everyone knowing I was raped, nor did I want them to assume I was irresponsible and talk shit. But I think I want to tell my son that I'm his dad soon. I think it was the best at the time to let my parents raise him, but it hurts that I'm not the one he's calling dad. I'm worried I'll confuse him though, so IDK if I should. He's 3. Is that young enough that it'll be easier to tell him or more confusing? Should I wait until he's older? I haven't told my parents I'm considering this yet, but they said he was my son and it would be my decision if I told him, so I'm hoping it goes well when I tell them. Me and my friend, my son's uncle, have an apartment together and my son comes over often. He's with me whenever I'm not working or in class. I'm in my first year of uni, and his uncle watches him frequently as well. I never thought my life would get this complicated, but he's worth it.